Hey, Vanna. Hey, Kelly. Hey, Joanna. Birthdays. Yeah, that's right. Am I straight? Probably. Probably. My memory sucks, Vanna. Sorry. Hey, Scapegoat. So July 2nd? Your birthday is July 2nd? Hour before? Yeah, sure. Trailer too? All right. Just watching my old video. Spaghetti. Yeah, I miss making spaghetti. It was easy and satisfying. Hey, Kermit. Happy 24th birthday. Hey, Farrell. Wasn't thinking anything in particular. Ah, fair enough. Hey, Yoshiki. Did I work today? I did work today. Hey, Anunnaki. Anything new? Tomorrow's good. Oh shit! It is Canada Day now. Balance last strength for Steam shopping. That's fine. One second. Just changing the name of this live. I changed it to Happy Canada Day. And yep, I still had to work today. Love sleeping during game streams, but then I feel mad I didn't know what happened. Fair enough. Boxing Day, woo, punch a postal worker. No. So, I mean, it's July 1st where I live. It is July 1st now where I live. So, Eastern Canada, it is now Canada Day. BC can go fuck itself. I'm sorry, BC. I like you, BC. You're fine. I got nothing against BC. How often in my daily life do I feel I'm just waiting for time to pass? Always. Like that is my life. My entire life is just feeling like I'm waiting for time to pass. I'd love to visit Canada. It's a lovely country. You're from BC? I'm sorry, Kermit. It will be Canada Day before my stream ends. Newark, New Jersey. Before my stream ends, it will be Canada Day for you as well. It's British Columbia? Yeah. Yeah, it's west coast of Canada. Sitting right on top of Washington State. Why are we all British? I thought we abolished them with the T. I mean, Canada never abolished. Like Canada never like we're still part of the United. Like we're still technically under the British Empire. Yeah, like technically speaking, we are still under British rule. And something to at least look forward to, even if it's only video game progression. Will I be endorsing in 2024? Your mom! Your mom for city council. Hey, trailer. Y'all are British? Technically. What is Canada? That is the A button on my keyboard being fucked up. Hi, Hurl. Yeah, the A. One of the cats took the A key right off my keyboard, so it's a bit of it's. In order to type the A, I need to like manually I need to take the key cap off and just like manually type it. Got an espresso frap last time, and I want something sweet but not too sweet. Nah, it doesn't really work that way, Vanna. Isn't magic just grass? You want ice cream? Ice cream would be good, but it would give me the shits. Hey, you scared? What about those Starbucks? What do you do, like a brave vanilla bean frap? Rip off 90% ice? Yeah. Chai latte? Don't say chai tea around an Indian. As in, like, you know, South South Asia, subcontinent, India. Yeah, don't say chai tea around somebody from India, because chai means tea. So they will call you out on it. Thoughts on deadbeat parents? They tend to suck. I just often never speak to anyone. Exactly, trailer. It was actually a joke in Across the Spider-Verse. Spider India gets really pissy when Miles mentions that he likes chai tea. And says that he just said that he likes tea. I've been told that I probably couldn't drink coffee if all the coffee isn't burned, like I smell it is. Kind of similar to biscotti cookie. Hey, Chris. Eh, no, but that's on me. I'm just not comfortable around people. Maybe cold brew is the way. I'll just avoid coffee entirely myself. I'm fine just avoiding coffee. Thanks, Chris. It's because I showered. Not to 100 people, 100 animators with the Spider-Man movie. Yeah, that's. Um, I'm as far as like, am I worried? I mean, for the movie, no, I'm not worried for the movie. The movie's already out and does look gorgeous. The movie is fucking amazing animation. The animators did incredible work. Hey, Bert, and deserve to be treated vastly better than they were. The next one, eh, not particularly worried about it. I worry less about the movie, more about the abusive conditions that the animators are forced to work in. Why did they quit? Because they were overworked, is what it comes down to. They were just completely overworked. It was Phil Miller, the guy who, or Chris Miller, whichever one, the guy who was the director, the guy who was sort of in charge of the animation, didn't really know what the fuck he was doing. He's not able to sort of think in terms of 3D animation, which it's what the fucking movie is, dude. Hey, Yorkie, maybe put somebody in charge who actually knows how to envision it. Um, or like have somebody like co-develop with some like have somebody at your equal in position to you who can actually envision that shit, and who can know how to think a child to the Legoverse. Cute if true. Um, thanks. Yeah, like have somebody equal to you who can envision the shit in 3D to make it easier on the animators. Because like the fact that he didn't know um, that he couldn't envision it in 3D meant a lot of extra work for the animators because he was sort of having to constantly rethink things. So yeah, he was just overworking them. He was just changing things um, all the time and just putting way more stress on them than he had any right to. Like the movie came out incredible, but the high quality is despite Miller, not because of him. Did they get paid? As far as I know, they got paid. Like I'm not sure. Like probably. I mean, not enough, but I mean, I'm always going to say not enough. My standpoint is no, they did not get paid enough. They should absolutely get paid more. Uh, I'm honestly not sure. Mm, hmm. Apparently, a lot of them did feel underpaid. A lot of them were kind of underpaid as well. But um, but the big thing was just the working conditions. The truth is, or no, it was Philip Lord. Yeah, it was Philip Lord was forceful, kept overruling producers, managed as many as 5 revisions to the final renders. So, yeah, I mean, it's like they did get underpaid, but the truth is, it was less about the pay and more about just the general working conditions. Like in reality, you know, underpaid, yeah, welcome to the world. They went in knowing that they would get underpaid all the time. Yeah, but they were also just, hey, Nikki. But they were also just is just shitty. Is just shitty working conditions. They could have left. Yeah, 100 of them did. Like over 100 animators left Radioactive Llama. A lot of them. That's the point. A bunch of them left because of shitty working, and the ones who stayed, like they brought their passion. They deserve. They still deserve to be treated well. Yeah, it's like, oh, if they didn't like the working conditions, they could have left. Or, hear me out, the people in charge could stop being fucking assholes. Would I take a pay cut? I would very much prefer not to. Animators for Sausage Party were mistreated. Yeah, I think so. And they do not deserve scorn. The animators should not be getting mistreated for Sausage Party. That one is all on the studio and the writers. That one. So all the blame for Sausage Party should go to the producers. Every single ounce of criticism should go to them for fucking green lighting that movie. They are the villains in that story. Elon fighting Zuckerberg thoughts. The one time Elon versus Zuckerberg. Hey, Elon fighting Zuckerberg. Who are you rooting for? CTE. The one time I'm rooting for the cranial trauma. Head trauma. I hope they somehow take each other out. Bloody string fight? Oh, hell no. Of course not. Jesus Christ, no. Why the hell would I want to watch that fight? Two rich assholes who done a huge amount of harm. doing a boxing match as some sort of fucking as some way of getting attention. Thinking, well, they'll like us now, right? Like they're doing it so that people, in the vain hopes that people will like them. It's like, no, fuck these guys. Need my commentary? My commentary is going to be just wishing death on both of them. Bernard, I don't know. I don't really know anything about that guy. That guy I don't know anything about. He's not somebody who, I see talked about. I assume he's awful. He's rich? If he's rich, then I assume he's awful too. So. Hey, Mary. Hey, Chef. Who am I rooting for? Like I said, I'm rooting for the cranial trauma. I mean, like, Mark Zuckerberg killed news. He's the richest man so far, owning both Louis Vuitton and Sephora. Most of the companies are cosmetic and fashion, making way more money than Elon or Mark. He killed news. Like, he killed journalism. Like, he basically, Mark Zuckerberg kind of killed journalism. Hey, Nadine. Because, like, with this whole, like, Facebook, when Facebook was, like, pushing this whole pivot to video to all the news companies out there, hey, taking care. Because, like, Facebook straight up lied about how many views videos got. Like, they just straight up lied. They pushed the idea that, no, people, you get more views if you focus on videos. You'll get, people will watch the videos more than they'll read the articles. So you should do the videos more. And, a lot of news sources were like, okay, yeah, sure, we'll switch to video. We'll put a focus on video. And then it turned out, hey, Facebook fucking lied. So all that money that news companies had invested into video reporting washed right down the drain. Completely fucking wasted money. So what happens? Well, cutbacks. Gotta do cutbacks. Gotta lay off journalists. I am still working. I mean, I'm done my shift tonight taking care. I still have a job, if that's what you're asking. Trudeau is not killing journalism. I mean, he's not doing it any favors, but people in position of power rarely do journalism any favors. Nobody uses Facebook. I blame it on TikTok. How's the job going? Yeah, it's still a job. It's a job. There's not much to say about it. Wildfire updates. Still coming. Think I might have a smoke alert right now, at least for Ottawa. Not sure if Cornwall has a smoke alert. What's the air quality in Cornwall right now? Air quality in Cornwall is a moderate risk right now. Work sucks. So, yep. Smoke wafting is really the worst. Prairies do be alight. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's hard. And I mean, it's ice Poseidon. I saw somebody I follow on Twitter was talking about that. She thinks it's funny. She thinks it's funny because he is apparently a terrible person. Scammer dude, yep. Yeah. He sucks, so yeah. Bad things happening to bad people is funny. Anyways. What exactly did I do for work? It's customer service, but it's, I mean, I'm not going to say what company it is or the product or anything. I don't want to give any details. Like, Jenny, I don't want to say anything that would give any of the shitty ass trolls any indication of where I work. Nothing that would help them track down, because the truth is, I don't trust people not to harass my place of employment. If a stray tabby cat follows me home, would I adopt it? No, not at the moment. Not at the moment, I wouldn't. Yeah, I mean, like, even though I'm a nobody and, like, you know, I get like 2 or 3 dozen people in my chat at a time, and my videos get like, you know, a couple hundred views. Even though nobody should care about me, Tabby cat chooses to adopt me. Not if I give it. Not if I take it to a shelter. But even though nobody should care about me, Chantel's haters are still. Chantel still has some utterly fucking unhinged trolls. And I, don't trust them not to be unhinged about me if they learn anything they can use about either. Watched my channel during an fortuitous astrological period. Mercury was in retrograde. Exactly, Chris. Guilty by association. So apparently in May, my channel had about 20,000 views total and a total of just under 3,000 hours of watch time. Hey, Vanna. Back in May. Love the shirt. Yeah, I like it too. Why is Mercury was in retrograde? What about Saturn? Hey, Jenna. At least 10% of those hours are from me. Appreciate it. Yeah, my lives still do get around 600 or 700 views, apparently. The newest episode of my Star Trek Let's Play, the Star Trek video I posted today, got 57 views. Does Chantal watch my channel? No idea. Hey, Lady MK. What did I watch? I have forgotten again. I have forgotten again. October 2021. Yeah, my first video was October 10th, 2021. Saving lots of money. I have actually been able to save some money. Hey, Lil. Hey, I'll be damned. Remember first hearing me open the hotel room door and then I was nervous. Yeah, that was funny. That I remember that Chantel didn't expect me home that quickly, and then I opened the door and she had a moment of panic. Placement. You fucking kidding? Taking care? Bored at 8 p.m., so I decided to sleep, but I couldn't sleep, so I took a lot of melatonin gummies, and my dreams were wild. Sounds good. Here's the thing, taking care. You know what happens if I get a place of my own? I am no longer able to save any money. Every single bit of money that I'm saving, that I'm able to save right now, then starts going towards rent. At that point, I am breaking even at best. If I get a apartment of my own, that leaves me breaking even at best. You missed my first video? It's okay, Jenna. Rent is fucking nonsense. Can I get something? It's not about the tax money. It's honestly not about how much I'm paying in taxes. It's about rent being obscene. USA is much better. I mean, depends on where you live in the US as well. Shit, rent is so bad in New York City that the mayor yelled at somebody just for bringing it up to him. Because Mayor Adams is a fucking bitch. Would I live in an RV? No, I would not live in an RV. Build myself a home. Yeah, I mean, like, there are, like, little rural towns where rents are cheap because nobody lives there. Nobody wants to live there. There's nothing to do. And then there are parts of the US where the rents are like, you know, 1 month of rent costs too much of 2 months of salary. But seriously, like right now, I'm able to save right now, probably get $700-800 a month. Like, you know, depending on whatever, I could probably save good $700-800 a month. And I still, even with that, even with saving $800 a month, if I get a place of my own, it's going to cost close to an extra it's going to cost that much more than what I'm spending on rent here. Plus, you know, I'd have to pay for my own internet as well. Rent price, you know, food prices may or may not change. Yeah, I might end up paying more for food. Like, you know, if I had my own kitchen, I'd probably want to use it now and then. So I'd be buying food for cooking rather than just microwave dinners and junk food. So I'd probably, hard to say if I'd end up spending more on food. Hey, Amber. How do I feel about France riot? Hey, Rose. All for it. But I mean, they do that anyway. That's what France does. France never quite lost that revolutionary spirit. Undermonth, that's 96. Never been more depressed? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it probably won't work out to 9,600 a year, you know. I figure if I can save like 8,000 over the course of a year, that's pretty damn good. Would I ever grow my own garden? No. I don't think I could. I don't think that's something that I would do. It's kind of depressing me. I know. Do you hear the people sing? I don't. Oh, by the way, Kerman, Happy Canada Day. It's Canada Day for you now. Age of retirement is 65 in Canada, so I find odd that the retirement age is still lower than Canada. 8,000 equals 4 months rent. Just about. You're not like 5 months. Chris? Yeah, I visited my mom. I went out to dinner with my mom on Wednesday. That's it. Or about, $8,000 is just under 6 months rent. It's right about 6 months rent. Hear about the tourist to fame in the Coliseum? I did not hear about that. Sounds like a jerk, though. Will stabilize when I come down. I hope so. Like, I would think that it'd have to. But I don't it's prices never come down. Like people prices don't go back down. Did I hear about the French right? I haven't heard much about them, Vanna. But I mean that's it's what the French do. They never lost the revolutionary spirit from back when they started beheading the rich people. I feel like the French are always kind of in the mood to behead some more French people. And good for them. Always kind of in the mood to behead people. Rich people. Demand will be less and landlords take a cue. Cemeterians migrating away. I mean, it's hard because I I would hope that they would just be like, okay, people aren't renting, so we need to bring the prices down. At some point, I would think that would have to happen. Because rents just keep going up and up and up and up and up, and wages do not go up and up and up. They need to put a cap on rent. Just got 6 guys with 4 kids in their apartment, drugs and sex toys. Men are cleaning their trans. Yeah. Thanks, too. Honestly, I genuinely think that the government should step in and be like, no, you're bringing prices down. You're bringing rent down. You're reducing the cost of rent. We are passing a bill saying you have to bring the rent prices down. One day we will all die. We won't need to pay rent. Don't you feel better now? Thoughts on the student loan forgiveness thing? It's shitty. Fucking Supreme Court. The Supreme Court is just fucking rigged against anybody who isn't well off. Forgiving loans for businesses, totally okay. Forgiving loans for students, fuck you, pay up. Fuck off. The Supreme Court at this point is just terrible. Wish I was dead like Scapegoat. She seems peaceful in the afterlife. Hate being Canadian, saving as much as I can to move to Florida or Ohio. You could not. I would not live in the U.S. I may not like. I may not use. I may not make much use out of the healthcare system. I am not moving somewhere that does not have single payer healthcare. No. Hate the country written as a 29-year-old. Yeah. No forgiveness for us commoners. Exactly. Here would be my argument, Amber. Rich people are going to keep getting art history degrees, or English degrees, or philosophy degrees. People who come from wealth will continue to get those degrees because the truth is they're not useless. There is genuine benefits to those degrees. The fact that they are basically restricted to rich people is kind of shitty. Beyond that, I mean, there's people who got, there are people who got useful degrees who are still deep, 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 deep in debt. Dreamt I was tired and I couldn't sleep, and my mom's trying to make me go to school. English is not a rich man's degree. I mean, it's English is one of those degrees that assholes try to argue is like, oh, you're such a useless degree. Trade schools, right? But I mean, like, there are people who went to who got degrees that they were assured would be useful. Degrees that are useful. People who got good jobs in the fields that they studied for, who are still deep in debt for the rest of their lives because the student loan industry is predatory. And used to back up rich people who are inheriting companies from their fathers to show everyone that it wasn't just simply passed down and that they have education back it up yet. 5 o'clock somewhere. Yep. English degrees are still going to be bleeding people from loans. Yep. New Alberta legislation where, at least in subsidized rent buildings, the only time rent should be adjusted within the year as the significant household income changes occur either up or down. I mean, the issue isn't really rent increasing within the course of a year. It's they go up every year. Every year they raise the prices. Every year rent goes up. Next year it goes up again. And then if somebody moves out, then they can bump the price of that apartment up. UK, it is always 5 o'clock. But it doesn't really. It would be an issue for me if it happened multiple times in a year. Yeah, and I don't think that I don't think it's very common for it to happen multiple times in a year. I don't think it happens during the course of a year. It's just you sign a 12-month rental agreement. End of the 12 months, hey, we're increasing rent by $150. The agreement you signed is now expired, so we're going to charge another $150. Company I work wants people to get degrees, but their retention rate is 21%. After taxes, the employees with their fancy degree earn the same as me. Yeah. And I mean, it is something to remember, to note. Being a millennial, and I'm pretty sure it's the same for Gen X, and probably the same for Gen Z as well. We were raised being told, you got to go to college, you got to go to college, you got to go to college, you got to go to college. Chris? Ha, no. No, we don't give enough benefits to live off of, but the elderly still are still expected to find a way. So. Yeah, like, it's shitty that unless you're rich, you're not allowed to go for anything outside trades. You know, unless you're rich, you can't go for any more academically oriented degree. Hey, Barbara. Yeah. You've got a great passion for history and want to pursue a career in history. Hope you got cash. Otherwise, you're going to be in debt for the entire rest of your fucking life. I mean, it shouldn't be that way. Athletic scholarships don't exist here like they do in other countries. Medical field is favored. I mean, shit, nurses end up in debt. Doctors end up in debt. You know, people who go into medicine, yeah, they'll have decades and decades of student loans. This one's that from. Companies that will pay for degrees. Previous company paid for an associate's or PhD. All had to do is fill out a form for reimbursement. Trump University, yeah, then you got shit like that. True. People grow up poor and go do bridge that gap to financial independence. Fuck you about hard work being lacking. Like, genuinely, Amber, fuck you for claiming that hard work is lacking. Worker productivity has consistently gone up for decades. Workers are more productive now than they were 40 years ago. They're not working hard enough? Fuck you, they're not. They absolutely are. What's changed is inflation, wage stagnation. Everything costs more than it did 40 years ago, but people are not getting paid significantly more than they were 40 years ago. Once you adjust for inflation, a lot of people make less than they were earned 40 fucking years ago. UPS strikers going to strike. Good for them. Like, it's just to claim that, like, oh, you just have to work hard. No, you have to work stupidly hard and get stupidly lucky. Like, you cannot just, like, it's not just hard work. It is monumental amount of luck goes in to not being fucking broke as fuck. Like, if you want to not be broke, it's not enough to work hard. You need a fucking miracle. There are loads of people working their asses off, working 12-hour days and then doing a side, like, working 2 jobs plus a fucking side hustle, working to the point where they are killing themselves. There are people killing themselves with work. Like, they work so hard that, like, it is destroying their bodies. Fuck you for saying that people aren't working hard enough. Am I one of those people? Oh, hell no. I do my 40 hours a week. I do my 40 hours a week, and I kind of half-ass it. I put in as little effort as I can. I put in as little effort as my ethics will allow me to. My mom did kind of raise me to with good work ethics. I had to work 70 hours a week just to take care of bills and my kids. Yeah. I'm not broke. Well, good for you, fucker. Generation of convenience. Pay more for things. But, like, if you're working 60 hours a week, when the fuck do you have time to cook? Where do you get the energy to cook a meal as well? So yeah, you buy ready-made shit because that's all you have the energy for. Popping something in the microwave is about as much energy as you can muster. Just got and recovered from shingles at 42. Thought that was young. Didn't expect it. Doctor didn't bat an eye. It's happening commonly, younger and younger. People don't have budget. A lot of people do budget. Second, for a lot of people, budgeting is irrelevant. Like, there's a lot of people where budgeting is completely fucking irrelevant because they're not making enough. There's no amount of budgeting they can do to stretch their money. Like, you're sitting here, like, just fucking judging people for not having your luck. Amber. I want to make something clear. Whatever money you have, sure, you worked hard for it. You also got lucky. You need to recognize that in addition to your work, into the work you put in, you got lucky. Maybe you knew somebody who helped. Maybe you knew somebody who got a place you wanted to work, who got you who got you a good job, or maybe you happen to live somewhere where prices were a little bit cheaper than they were somewhere else, or whatever. Maybe you had somebody who was able to help you out. But well, the point I'm making is that, like, at a certain level of poverty, you can budget every last penny, and it's still not going, and you're still going to be broke. Like, there is a level of brokenness that budgeting can't get you out of it. Paycheck to paycheck is not exactly, Chris. Paycheck, like, for paycheck to paycheck, you pay what you can when you can, because that is, like, you don't have a choice. Your budgeting is, okay, next paycheck is like, okay, next paycheck I can cover the rent. Budgeting helps with what you spend. Right, but I mean, if every penny is already accounted, if every dollar you get is already accounted for, because I can put off the credit. I can put off the credit card another month. I can put the credit card off one more month, but then I have to pay it. So the month that I have to pay my credit card, I'll put off my car loan payment. No shit, I'm feeling sick. Well, can't afford medicine. Car broke down. Got to pay to fix the car, otherwise I can't get to work. If I don't pay the electric bill, my my lights are gonna get cut off. So better put that towards better pay that. That's however much that is out of my paycheck. That's that's no choice. Let me see where you need to earn more. But, like, at some point, there's no earning more without working, like, without taking up like a third fucking job or something. Yeah, there are people working two jobs plus a side gig who are still living paycheck to paycheck. They don't have the time or the energy. Like, another job will just kill them and destroy their health, and then they can't. They're earning less because they can't work anymore. Yeah, at some point, working more means that you actually end up causing yourself physical harm that prevents you from working. So now, hey, congratulations, you are now making even less money, because holy shit, does capitalism ever hate people who are sick? Living beyond your means. Right, but, like, when your means are rent, food, electricity, a way to get to work, like, when your means are not fucking dying, like, what means are they supposed to cut out at that point? When the means are, don't fucking die, don't end up living on a fucking street. Like, are you like, you're expecting people to just live out of the back of their fucking car at this point, Hamber? Like, is that what you want? Do you want people living in the back of their fucking car? Because I'm starting to feel like that's genuinely what you want. Is people living in the back of their fucking car, like, living in fucking tents outside their workplace. If your rent is, but that's the point, Amber. Rent is fucking obscene. That is my point. Rent is unfucking manageable. Rents have gotten absolutely fucking unmanageable. I cannot afford an apartment of my own. Not everyone owns a home or pays $3K a month in rent to get a room. Like, I can't afford an apartment. Work and sleep at your workplace. Yeah, that's what. I mean, I can't afford an apartment. work and sleep at your workplace. Yeah, that's the ideal for the fucking rich people. Some people do live in their car. Yeah, which is a shitty fucking way to live. Nobody should be stuck in a situation where they have to live in their fucking car. Anybody who is living in their car is a failure, an absolute straight up fucking failure of society. Every single person who doesn't have a home is an indictment toward society. Nobody should ever be homeless. That should not be a fucking thing. Your rent is perfectly manageable. Well, congratulations for living somewhere where rent is manageable. That's my point. You got lucky. You lucked out and lived somewhere where rent is manageable. Right, but I'll never have a place. I'll never have an apartment of my own. I'll never have a place of my own. I'm renting a room from some people. I'm renting out a room from an older couple. Like, it's just living here is not homeless. The homeless shelter kicks you out when you get a car. That's fucking stupid. That's fucking bullshit. But no, it's capitalism is a death cult. It is absolutely just a death cult. It is about sacrificing regular people to for the benefit of that extra 2 cents per stock. Corporations would literally, Amazon would literally murder somebody. Like, Amazon would commit actual literal sacrifices, blood sacrifices, if it raised their stock price by 2 pennies. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, that, like, I'm not even exactly, like, they would absolutely, like, fucking, if it would increase their stock price, these rich assholes would just take the knife and stab it into some poor sucker's heart. They would not even hesitate, would not skip a beat. They would not have a second thought, because that's the only fucking thing that matters to them is the stock prices. Let's see. Capitalism is a death cult. Capitalism is all about fucking murdering people. Capitalism wants people dead. The goal is to grind people down until they are no longer able to work. Grind them down. Everything. Not in a long time. I haven't used Amazon in a long ass time. Thing is, I don't really judge the people who do use Amazon, because that is, Amazon is cheap. And, yep. People don't have money, don't have a lot of money. They'll go with the option they'll go with something that's cheap. First of all, don't fucking call her that. Second, she ordered things for herself. You know, if there was something I wanted to get for myself, I would order it somewhere else. I would get it somewhere else. But again, the problem isn't really the people. Like, the problem isn't really people using Amazon. The problem is Amazon underpaying its workers. Amazon exploits its workers, underpays them, doesn't pay them anywhere near enough, and does not give a single wet hot fuck if somebody dies on the floor. Someone died, like if someone drops dead of a heart attack in an Amazon warehouse, why the fuck y'all standing around? Just walk around the body. And again, that's not an exaggeration. That has happened. People have died in Amazon warehouses, and the workers there have been expected to work around it. No, Super Chat, I do not work for Amazon. Because again, capitalism is a death cult. The fact that somebody worked themselves to death on the Amazon on the floor. Who cares? Wasn't there shooting and people were freaking out? The managers were like, "Get back to work." Yeah. And I mean, it's obviously it's not just Amazon. It's every major company. It's every big company operates the same way, where it's exploiting the workers. It's underpaying workers, overworking them, expecting them to do more and more and more for less and less and less, grinding them down, breaking their bodies, and then tossing them out as soon as they can no longer, as soon as they no longer as soon as they cost more than they produce. You know, as soon as they're no longer making money. Jenna, pizza. Thank you, Jenna. Hearts for Jenna. No, they didn't let them leave like an act of God. Other than like a tornado. Yep. Truth is, Amber, I honestly do. I try. There is no ethical consumption under capitalism. Because truth is, it's like there's not a lot of options. Like you have like I have to fucking eat. You know, like, oh, you think Samsung's bad, but you have a Samsung phone? Yeah, because a phone is a necessity. You can't survive without a phone. Can't survive without a computer. Can't survive like. Even so, I buy as little shit as I can. Yeah. Just because I take part in society does not make me a hypocrite for saying that society should be improved somewhat. And yeah, that's basically it. Needing to cost. I don't even know if Cornwall has a co-op, frankly. Yeah, it's like just because I participate in society does not mean I am a hypocrite for saying that society can be improved somewhat. You tedious fucking jackass. Too late. Yeah, I don't know when I'll get pizza. I do. I really do need to get a pizza soon. Can eliminate one thing from society: billionaires. Get rid of billionaires. Uh, second thing I would get from second thing I would get rid of from society: your mom. I'm sorry, Chris. That was rude of me. I haven't had good pizza forever. Same here, actually. I do need to buy a. I do need to order a pizza soon. Do I cheap out on pizzas, or am I the best? I mean, oh no, only the best. But yeah, billionaires are getting rid of themselves. Buys from my local meth dealer. Get rid of bears. What's your problem with hairy gay men? Yeah, I do need to order a pizza one of these days, one of these weeks. I haven't had good pizza since I got back to Cornwall, and Cornwall does have a couple of really good pizza places. Anyway, I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna end the stream here. Papa John's. Never had Papa John's. Never wanted Papa John's. Oh, hi, fondue. So, I'm gonna leave. See you another time. And good night for now.